Hello, 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 hello.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everyone. Hello. Welcome, boys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our round 4 of the Pint Series. Let's put on the... that is not what I meant. There we go.
Professional.
Professional. Getting it started real nice. Welcome to round 4 of the Pint Series. Tonight we are at the Nurburgring. And tonight.
I'm excited. I honestly love Nurburgring. It doesn't really like me, but that's most tracks in ACC for me. I find this track a little difficult at night. It's not very well lit in sectors 2 and 3.
It definitely is not now. And actually, that's been something I've been noticing during the just a little bit of intro there during the stream. Is when they entered Sector 3 at night, you really see nothing but the car.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm wondering how this is gonna make the race go.
Yeah, me personally, I use a lot of the changes on the side of the track and all that as breaking points and reference points, but it's pretty hard to see at night.
Yeah, it definitely is a bit harder to see at night than other tracks. Like if you take, for example, Kailami at night, it still is a bit visible. Like there is some lights you can see. I think most of the track, apart from the S's, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely seems that a lot of tracks purposely make sure that they're not too bright to add that extra challenge. For anyone's who watched the 24 of the weekend and have seen a night race at Daytona, they don't use 100% of the lighting at Daytona.
Most of the lighting is on the oval.
Well, they don't even have 100% of the lighting on the oval turned on. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, so that's probably like maybe a quarter of the light power because, night races, NASCAR, they need to be literally as bright as day because the cars don't have lights. So it's kind of like the floodlights of Dubai as far as brightness, usually. But they actually have them turned down so that it's still kind of dark.
Yeah, fair enough.
But still, even with them all the way turned down, you can still see pretty well at Daytona at night, even with not full light capacity. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Nurburgring's definitely a tricky one, especially if people accidentally or in certain Alvarado hit signs purposely. It can get challenging.
And Nick says the track is always lit.
Yeah.
How can I time out someone already? What a way to
You
start
don't
it.
have that power. You have that power. I don't.
I forgot you in this one. As we go now, finishing practice, it looks like not everybody was even trying to put down lap times. I'm guessing again to hide the pace. If it's anything like last week, we saw a lot of really interesting times from the Silvers and AMs especially with their qualification times. It looked like some people were really spending a lot of time practicing.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sure a lot of boys might have gotten caught watching too much 24-hour and maybe didn't get some practice in, but we'll see. I know Mr. Alvarado is quite toasted, as he would say, this evening.
So Nick
at
is
the beach
radiating
again.
the heat.
Correct. Hopefully he does not murder Ryan again. Last time we were here, he sent Ryan into the Shadow Realm.
Ooh. Don't do that. Don't want that.
Now, I did get special inside information from the garage of car number 82, which is Andrew Rados.
Andrew Rados.
Word is that he located some Cheetos today and ate some Cheetos. And he says that, and I quote, "I'm winning the race tonight."
So car number 82 there that you see with another car inside of it, 900. Yeah. With ACC is better than iRacing.
Yep. He took my last season livery personally, so he returned the favor, knowing that I was going to be in the broadcast. Speaking
of the devil.
Yeah. So he is all hopped up on Cheetos.
Maybe it's because he didn't have the Cheetos. Was it last week for the 24? Yeah, that we didn't win it.
Probably why we didn't win it, but he definitely went to the altar of the Cheetos, which is definitely why we survived.
Yeah. I can't fault that.
Now, I did tell him if he does win today, he better have a case of Cheetos at the ready for the Bathurst 12 hour.
If he does win today, I expect to see that on webcam at the end of the race. I will put it on full gas in the stream.
For anyone who doesn't know, the Cheetos thing has started because a town outside of Calgary has a 14-foot statue of a hand holding a Cheeto puff with the Cheeto dust on the fingers, and it was paid for by PepsiCo Canada, so it was literally paid by Cheetos.
Was it actually paid by Cheetos?
It was paid by PepsiCo, which I think is the parent company of Cheetos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was actually paid by a legitimate company to have the statue paid.
Yeah, that was...
Reddit says he'll do it in VR, baby, for full immersion of eating Cheetos.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But yeah, so... no. Looks like no lap times in quite yet.
No, the first person across the line that we're along for the ride now, Drew Pete, about to put in the first lap of AMS with a 2-minute flat and immediately gets taken over by Shomo, Wampler, and then Buck Walter, respectively. So already a 56 and a half.
Yeah, I will never ever remember lap times at a track, no matter how many times I drive there.
Some of the faster boys do 55 and 54s in here. That's what I keep in mind when I look at Nurb.
Okay. Like, I can barely tell you that I slightly remember. I think we were doing, 53s in the LMDH at Daytona, and that was only like a week and a half ago.
33s, please.
Oh, see, there we go. I already forgot.
Oh, and as Ryan corrects us, it's bronze this season, not AM. That's something I'm not going to remember. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's a joke of Tiago to pro. Well, good thing there's no pro. You know?
True.
We're dumb. We're the ones that changed it, and we still forget.
I can't even remember what we've done.
Yeah. The only class that literally did not change was silver. Literally only because silver split best split, you know?
Yeah. There to stay.
Yeah, so it looks like
I'm following currently Havello, and I'm not sure if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce the name.
Well, his actual name is Keith. That's Keith. So if you want to call him by Keith, you can call him by Keith.
I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
See, I'm not very good at remembering anything, to be honest.
No, me either.
Except weird memories.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Screw anything important, but I'll tell you what.
I still remember stuff that I was done when that I did when I was about 5 years old, and I bring it up to my mom, and she's like, "How the hell do you remember that stuff?" And then you asked me what I had for breakfast this morning. I don't remember.
Yep, exactly. Like, I can't even remember what lap times I did at Daytona, but I could tell you in the 5th grade, I performed a lip sync performance of Man of Constant Sorrow from Oh Brother Where Art Thou? You know? Like, random fun facts.
Welcome to the New World stream. That's great. That's great.
You know, fun facts.
Yeah, fun fact. Oh yeah.
I'm basically famous, you know?
Of course.
So I see Chamont is currently 7/10 up on his lap. 8/10. He's finding a lot of time.
7/10 up. He just crossed the sector 1, the end of sector 1 marker. So sector 2.
So he's got a lot of time just sitting out there, which is good.
Yeah, it looks like it. I would argue he probably made it all in Mercedes Arena, which is the turn 2 through 5 complex.
I hate that sector.
That sector is so easy to lose time in.
But like, so easy to gain time.
Yeah, because it's too easy to lose it.
Yeah, exactly. Dave Miller is also up 6/10 as well. Again, also coming out of sector 1 into sector 2.
Dave Miller and some spicy voxel.
We also have
like that
currently John Lukey, sponsored by Victor, attorney at law.
So Chaumont about to cross the line with a significant time bump. It puts him in P2, just less than a tenth away from P1. Currently in the bronze split. I see Miles. I remembered. And already some time up on just turn 1, so it looks like he's gonna have just this one lap to finish. I don't think he has enough time to put in another one.
He doesn't. Timer's at 21:12 right now, so yeah. I don't think he'll make it back around.
Well, because he lost some of his time there, and looks like right now he's just on par.
So it looks like all of these current laps will be the final laps once Lukey crosses the line here. They'll be all on their final flying lap here.
T4 is the worst on this track. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turn 4 is pretty stupid. I agree with you.
Now I do see the some of the bronze drivers have already found some pace between beginning of the season and 2 now, which is always good to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and I suspect it's people that are just been practicing, just not the tracks, but practicing driving. Like it's technique that's you'll see a lot of people gain time with.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that Keith has been practicing technique a little bit. Ooh. As we're looking right now, all of the bronze top 4 drivers are improving significantly.
So yeah, this is definitely going to come down to these flyers if they can hold them.
Yeah, so Chaumont is going to take first place, but Buck Walter, really close behind, is going to improve quite a bit. So he's going to take that spot. Good on him.
Yeah, Lukey, now, as we said, we're complimenting everyone on their positive lap times. We now only have John Lukey up. Currently, he is just went through. About to go. Would you call that the back stretch? The back straight?
Yeah,
I feel like that's.
I would say so. Did he just hit the brakes? I saw brakes.
He invalidated, I believe.
Ooh.
I would hope so. Unless he ran out of fuel.
Well, that is possible. So that is going to be the final listing for the
I don't know why he stopped, actually. It did not look like he invalidated that.
He was up on his time, and I just, right before swapping over to someone else, I just saw brake lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hop on to the first person on the track to come out from the
looks like
silver split.
Cruz? Is that Cruz? 777?
Oh, that is Cruz.
Yeah.
Oh, he has quite a bit of a gap to the others.
Did he leave early?
I almost wonder. Maybe. Maybe,
I guess I
Steven.
wouldn't be able to see that time, would I? In the replay?
Following currently Gelson Cruz. Oh, I really need to know if this is pronounced Gelson or Jelson.
I know. I think I've been saying Gelson. I don't know if it's right though.
I'm gonna say Gelson. Please correct us, ping us or something if we're wrong. As we see, everybody's in a yellow flag, just checking up on the end of the track, trying to make some room.
Maybe he thought he couldn't finish lap after the first 10 minutes ended? I don't know. John's been here quite a while.
Oh my god, I almost made a massive noise. Dropping my water bottle.
Yeah, I think Lucky actually ran out of fuel.
Do you think he ran out of... That is possible.
Yeah, I went to the replay and he was like full throttle and it did not sound like it was accelerating. So.
Oh. Ooh, that's... Yeah.
That is how you find time, by having no fuel in the car.
That is
How
a
you move
legitimate thing. It actually is surprisingly fast when you have barely any fuel, but it's... You have to make that lap stick, otherwise you're gone. Ooh, and that is an invalidation from Cruz, I believe. Yeah. Right on the last chicane, so he's not going to finish his lap. So the first person that is going to be posting a time in silver split seems to be our resident... Did I say it? Sandbagger.
Absolutely.
Mr. Tiago, who is going to be immediately dropping a 54. Look at this guy. A 54.7 from Tiago, with Dylan Sauer almost a second behind on his first lap.
I just noticed that Tiago is supporting Triwall for the series. Flying under the Triwall flag.
I did see that, yeah. He does have quite a few of his buddies in Triwall as well.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing him right now, he just lost 0.3 coming out of turn 4. I believe that's turn 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. He's probably hating himself right now.
Yeah, he's probably saying that he is the worst driver ever and that he should be bronze and
we all know
probably
that
apologizing to his car.
Let's go, Funk. Simple Zach says Funk is going to be starting to put his quali laps in 5 minutes with the pro split. We do have 38 cars on track today. This is a pretty dense field.
Yeah, I know we're out Barrett today. I'm not sure whether they...
I've seen a few people mention they couldn't make it. Carl Big is not here today. I haven't seen him.
Maybe he decided that this week's going to be that off week. I didn't see him post anything. But... Oh, I think the other Guzman is not here. We only have one Guzman. Oh no, they're both here.
Am I missing something?
No, we're good. I thought Funk was saying Guzman was out, like not here, but
yeah, I see 2 Guzman on track.
Yep.
4 gold? No, there are a few more than 4 in gold. 4 gold. Tiago for gold. Oh,
Michael Lukey about to go almost 9/10 quicker into P2.
Michael Lukey, who just crosses the line and does take that P2.
Ryan Cody up 4
Look at this guy over here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. 54.5. He's been practicing, I can tell you that.
Who
For
has?
one day. Tiago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's been practicing angrily.
Which is the complete opposite of what you want to do if you're trying to say that you were slow. Milo currently up. He was up 3/10 leaving sector 1.
Yeah. I would imagine he probably lost it coming out of the turn 6 before the hairpin.
Probably. Let's see here. Jeremy's story currently up 3/10 on his lap. Ryan's found another 4/10.
Yeah, silver is pretty tight usually, yeah, and that's why it's been so difficult to move anyone up.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting
Or
together
down.
these
Like
splits.
we've kind of looked at it everywhere, and it's just like, I think in the silvers, and any single person could definitely win any single weekend right now, I feel like.
And the criteria to move up to gold is not just being fast, but it's also being consistent, and that's something that
Right.
a lot of the people in silver, we've noticed that not necessarily their race get ended by collisions, but they make massive mistakes 2 or 3 times during the race, and then they don't finish it correctly. That
Right.
is also part of the criteria. I think for the new people it usually is time though, but once drivers, we get to know them a little bit.
Jeremy Story posts a new one, comes in with a 54.9, still 4/10 off of Sandbay Tiago Alves.
So Story is going to be the second person to cross the 54s tonight, and they're both only going to have one more lap to put in.
Yeah, we should be on, as these cars are crossing the line, should be their last flyers. Looks like maybe...
I'm going to try to move him to pro all the time, don't worry about it.
We're not trying to move him to pro, we're trying to move him to gold, Chris.
Everybody loves joking about it. He hates it. He really
hates it so much.
Looking at the top.
I feel like asking for someone to get promoted to another split is just a meme at this point in our Discord, to be honest.
It pretty much is. Not gonna lie. Dylan Beveridge manages to go up to P3, nearly crossing the 54s. He's just 5 thousandths off. Yeah. Off that cutoff.
It's, Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of the current times right now are kind of shocking. I don't know if it's a traffic issue or they're struggling at night right now, but you've got Matt Artem, which right now is about to head down the back straight here. He's down at P17, 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds off the pace. He's usually running up there. So definitely a little mix up in the silver pace for tonight.
Yeah, he's probably ooh, and as we
that's
gonna hurt.
That's gonna suck. Uh-oh.
Oof.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That might be our first qualifying incident.
Yellow flag on the last corner, boys. Yeah, that was weird.
That was Lloyd, right? Yeah.
That was Lloyd.
And I believe he was on a valid lap there, so that is that's unfortunate. Obviously, I guess we'll have to take a look at that during penalty review.
Potentially, yeah. The last silver to cross a line, though, is going to be Milo. See, Matt is still on track though.
Did he have a?
So Milo does improve a little bit, moves up to P6, and that is going to be the end of his qualification time as he teleports to the pit. A resident baboon with a light softening the indicators, of course. DM him for coaching unless he DTs.
Yeah, he was crashing too much, so he had to change that, you know, name, so.
Looking at his, oh god, that livery is, something. Hey Nick, I know you're listening. It's already hard to see on stream. I can't see anything. When he moves to Sector 3, it's just going to be pitch black. Is that it? Are you sure?
That's it. We're all hit. How do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, we're too old for this.
Is he ghost riding the whip? I don't know. Is he? What is that? I see whip and I ask, and then are we nay-naying or something? But you know.
No, stop it. Oh, the lights come back on. It needs to see the final chicane. And as we see, the first time that's going to be posted for the pros is going to be a 54.3, just 0.2 faster than Tiago. Rivera, couple 100th slower than Tiago in P2 currently, but already improving. All of the pros now starting to put in their time, splitting out, as we can see, number 12's time to every other silver.
Yep. And hello, Vulcan. Welcome.
Hello, Vulcan. Deadass
good soup. What the?
No.
He shut the front door.
What?
Yeah, Lant Liquors. Chris.
What is that supposed to mean?
Some good soup. I don't know, man. Bruh.
I'm not even gonna attempt.
I feel like Chris contemplated taking away her phone after that.
I sure would hope so. Looking at the times for pros. The person with the most improvement right now, apart from a resident alien, Nicholas, who has invalidated, by the way, is Mike Jackson, currently 7.5 tenths up on his time, with just a few corners to go.
Riviera is up 3/10, so he will at least give Tiago grounds to say, I'm not that fast because this person passed me.
Oh,
Marcus is, is that Mike Jackson? That
yeah, that was a weird connection thing. I thought he was gone for sure. And Mike Jackson is gonna move up to P1 with that time with a 54.1. Rivera puts it in second with a 54.3, 54.2. I can't read numbers.
Numbers are hard, okay?
Numbers are hard. I do notice that we do have a silver that has not put in the time, and that is Pyant. I wonder if he just joined in a bit late.
Maybe. It says he got 3 laps in. So maybe he just did not get a valid one in.
Did he? Oh yeah, it does say 3 laps, so yeah, that is possible. So he will be starting at the back, fortunately. Looking at the others, so Mike Jackson currently in P2. Murray, we missed this, but Murray did put in
Oh
a
shit.
53.9 and has taken pole position for the time being.
Yeah, Nick is up 8/10, 7/10, as I say that. So he's gonna take that. He's looking to take that back after he said, "I don't know, I'm too toasted. The Honda sucks here."
Yeah, the Honda
Uh,
sucks here. Everybody in the top 6 is
what,
in Hondas except Trevor.
what else did he
Actually,
say?
all of the
Something, something.
Hondas.
Yeah. Honda is also bad. Toasted. I'm not great at nerves. And toasted twice.
Literally all of the Hondas are in the top 6. There's not a single one lower than that in our current entry list. Ooh, and Murray is not going to be able to finish his lap. I don't think he's even going to have more time for another. That's going to mean that is it for Murray. It's P2 or worse. And Nick Alvarado has taken back P1 with a 53.4. That is almost half a second faster than Murray. That is, guys, DM for coaching. We'll give him the DT, so you don't have to DM him.
We'll help save you money by giving him a drive-through.
Exactly.
Stonks.
So as the final couple of laps come in, I think everybody but Tez and who's 82 and Rados will be able to continue for one more lap if they have enough fuel in the tank.
All I know, this does not look like race-winning pace from Rados. I believe he needs to eat more Cheetos.
I do believe so as well. Maybe this is what it's been. He's eaten the Cheetos last time, but not enough.
Correct. Oh, we have gone dark on Nick Alvarado.
We have gone dark.
What I've heard is if you turn off your lights, you actually go faster.
Immediately cuts the corner and goes to the
And
pits.
invalidates. I heard there are no track limits if you cannot see them.
Fair enough. I mean,
I learned that from not Nick Alvarado's coaching.
as a couple of laps come in, nobody currently improving on their time apart from those that have just crossed the line. And you can see already a 10th on the straight from just fuel on their best lap.
Unless they had a poor exit on the final corner. Which also that. Oh, and I say that we have an Andrew Rados dead. Back straight.
Ooh, Andrews is on the yellow flag. That's a weird spot. Did he just run out of fuel and stop?
Great question.
I would imagine he just ran out of fuel. And so that leaves us with 3 more cars on track to close off qualifying. Yeah, it is soon race time, so good luck to everybody that is going to be on track. Take it easy, keep it clean, and give us a good race. And our current times are just barely off, so they might still have some room for improvement, especially with low fuel coming into the back straight. All 3 cars just even on their lap times, and oh, Mike Jackson does invalidate. And
Rados did invalidate, by the way, on the exit of that right-hander.
Yeah, and that makes sense. So.
Straight, yeah. That corner is another one of the tricky ones here, where you can lose a lot of time or gain a lot of time because you want to get on the throttle so early there. Funk is still up, what, 2/10?
Yeah, Rivera does improve barely and does not gain a position. Funk about to improve 2/10, takes P3 from Rivera. The last car to cross the line.
And Hutch has got into the server.
And we do see Hutch has joined, yes. So that brings us up to 39 cars. Hutch will be starting from the back, unfortunately, but hopefully that does not mean a bad race for him. He'll probably have to take it really easy, considering he's faster than quite a few of the field. I would imagine he is going to go for a massive undercut to avoid trying to pass people.
I believe so too. And to me, Nurb is a good track to do it too.
Yeah.
Especially if you have the pace here. So I could definitely see a lap 1 or lap 2 pit from Hutch. You're racing in the cold. Check times are low. I think he could do.
Without Carl Big in this race, can this actually be official?
I agree. Like, how often does Carl miss a race? I feel like
I think there's only been one, and he's let us know in advance.
And that one was when we had to move the schedule back, shift everything back, and he had to go back to England.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, you are absolutely right.
I know I don't get told that I'm right very often, so I'll take that. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad.
Should
Should really have my soundboard set up for that. I still have Chris Turner saying that to me. It's saved.
Oh, Chris is not. All right, sorry. I'm gonna have to take that back.
Oh, sorry. Damn it. I also have Chris saying that he's not disappointed. He's disappointed.
So going down the field, let's see. We have Alvarado, Murray, David Funk, Rivera, Mike, and Trevor Jackson. We got Thiago Alves in really far up, honestly. Doing pretty well in that Honda, if I might say so. Edgar Rados, Cheetos expert. Dylan Beveridge, Jeremy Story. We've got Gelson, Cruz, Lukey, Milo, Tazaro, Robeson. It's a bit hard without the lights yet. But, we got Dylan Sauer, Ryan Cody, Luis Castro, Matiuso, Lloyd, Buckwalter, Guzman, Santos, Chomo, Artem, Schmitzer, Diggs, Lukey, Inez, Guzman, Miller, Savage.
20 seconds.
Surprised that Porsche is not brighter than it actually is. Wampler, Martinez, Havello, White, Pete, Hyant, and rounding off the field, Hutch, who just joined the race. And I'm interested to see how he does today. But
yeah, it should be interesting.
For a fairly packed and decently separated field, if I'm honest. There's almost like a clear separation from pros to silvers, and a few bronze that are a little up ahead. But a good field of 39 cars tonight. Hopefully we don't see a large attrition rate. And Mr. Miles Prower, Ryan Cody, should have given a stern talk in the driver's briefing tonight. After seeing what has happened in the last race.
And I've got your lovely Sector 1 cam set up here. So I've got turn 1 through the arena. So we can watch all the carnage, hopefully none. Or else we're going to send Chris Turner into that chat and he's not going to be happy.
New headlight rule incoming? Nah. You can see the cars just fine in the rearview mirror. That's... Nah. There's gonna be no lumps of poop or anything like that.
I was watching the Daytona 24, and there's one point I thought Luis was in the car because I saw one turn signal blinking in the rear. And obviously the commentators did not know that he was aroused. That car was aroused, so they need to really brush up on their.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see how the boys make it, as we see most of the cars currently forming up double file.
Someone did not hit. Joby, oh no, did not hit drive.
Ooh, that is a lovely shot.
Hate to see it. That is a good shot.
There is Luis giving us my signature flash. Thank you, Luis. I'm proud of you. He has it on macro now.
Wow. This is what happens when he goes to space with you.
That is.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is great. I'm proud of you, son.
Paris is like, if I'm not racing,
somebody has to do it. All right.
And we all knew Lewis was your Padawan, so.
As we go side by side for the start of the race, it is green lights and away we
boogity,
go.
Boogity, boogity. Let's go bowling, boys.
Nicholas does get ahead a little bit, but we'll hopefully see not too much
rewind.
Let's try and
everyone taking it nice and easy. Everyone being mindful of the parking lot that is turn 1 of Nurburgring.
And it does seem that turn 1 is clean. Hopefully they can make it throughout the rest of the...
Looks like there might have been a little bit of rubber band. Oh, turn 2, there's some spins in the back.
Ooh, I do see that. And
other than that, a little bumping on the exit of the arena, but honestly not too bad. As I say that, 2 cars are off.
So... Ooh, and right as we move back, we do see Beverage sideways on track, with quite a few cars having to avoid him. He is stopped waiting for everyone to go by, and that is unfortunately for Dylan. I'm not sure if he got tapped or if he lost it.
We do appreciate him holding his brakes as hard as it may be.
We do see a little bit more off yellow flags going around.
Yeah, it looks like just some slow cars trying to make it around the hairpin. There was one that was hugging the outside.
Yeah. Looks like Dylan was a bit sideways and everybody had to go around him. He couldn't move forward or backwards.
Not sure where that incident happened, so I will go investigate.
Yes, investigate. As we come around at the end of the first lap, Nicholas Alvarado crosses the line, almost a second away from Murray, who is... Yeah, Nick is already going to begin putting that gap up, and I do see another yellow Beverage on the chicane has gotten... Yeah, as we see, White and Wampler have taken a hit. Hopefully nothing too bad there, but just some sliding action. Going up, back on track, we have quite a gaggle of cars here with Paul Miles right in the center. A little good battle for P4 and silver, so all of the cars are pretty close together. Seems like everybody is filtering out and starting to make it single file, and we'll start to see some of the fights beginning now between other drivers. I think I've just noticed Peter Hutch, who started in last, is already in P20. It says 21 currently since he hasn't crossed the sector line, but he is in P20 currently and moving up. That's already quite impressive that he's managed to make up 20 spots in.
Yeah, that's pretty good. To me, this isn't necessarily one of the easiest tracks to pass. But I also know that
a lot of cars were slowed down trying to avoid the spun cars, so he's gotten around that. Jelson Cruz, I just saw a yellow flag. I can't catch his car. He is off track, making it back. And a clean rejoin from him. He doesn't seem to be having a good time with that Porsche currently sliding underneath him. Murray is going to have to defend, and Nick is going to walk away. Yes. Actually, as we say that, Murray has dropped positions. I don't see Murray on track anymore. Did he just leave?
I do not see him. Not sure if he left or disconnect.
I saw Murray dropping in the standings, and I tried to click on him, and then suddenly I can't see him anymore. Oof. So already a little bit of attrition. Just one car so far that is left, or two, sorry. But overall, it seems like even though those cars were spun on the side, it didn't seem like everybody crashed into them, which is good. So everybody hopefully respecting yellow flags. As we see some position changes already. So a fight currently with Cruz and Santos, and we see contact. Oof. Cruz waiting for the cars to pass. I would have reversed if I were him and try and make it.
So it looked like when Beverage got turned by, looks like Story. Yep. So he got a bump by Story, and then Rados got stuck just looking at the side of Dylan Beveridge.
Oh.
Because Dylan had nowhere to go, so Rados had nowhere to go as well. Yeah, nothing too crazy. All the instances were some late braking taps in the rear, spinning some people. So I guess there could be what happened to Mr. Murray.
Mr. Murray left, so I wonder what has happened. But most of the cars currently spreading out a little bit. The closest battle on track is this one currently. Tez, 3/10 off of Michael Lukey. As we see our second favorite flasher, Luis, given some lights. I am the favorite. Painted skills.
It looks
Is
like
that Murray?
it was a disconnect of Murray.
Oh my god. Okay, hang on. We're gonna put replay cam for that.
Yeah.
Let me,
so this is
go on.
This is what we call a disconnect.
Yikes. Yikes.
So
his people needs him. That is unfortunate. I hate to see disconnects, honestly, in races. It's frustrating. And even if you can reconnect and get back, it's just... Oh,
yeah,
looks
for
like...
sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you. David Chaumont with the yellow flag, apparently. So he has lost a few spots. Dylan Beveridge about to make a move on Santos, it looks like, into the final corner. He makes it stick, So Dylan trying to get back up to where he was before having to wait for the entire field to go through at the start. It's
It
a
looks
Harry
like
Potter. Go on.
I was just saying, Rado's also trying to make up some ground again. He is down in P27. Unfortunately, like I said, he unfortunately was an innocent bystander to Beverage. It looked like he was actually originally trying to help Dylan rotate the car. He was giving some little love gas from the side, but that BMW is too big for our Porsche to push. So,
A little left tap there to get something spun around. That's not the best thing, to be honest.
well, Beverage was just stuck sideways, so I think he was trying to help him rotate back the right direction. And hello, Bullet. It was good to see you, sir.
Oh, hello, Bullet. As consultation prize for Murray, free Frosties for a year. Listen, we don't have any more budget because it's all gone towards my second Bugatti.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, we can only give 2 Frosties.
I agree, Chris. Trevor knows what chat wants.
Hi, chat.
Professional streamer there, making sure to say hi, chat, in all chats.
Yes. Peter Hutchings trying to make his way up now. 139, that is Carlos Guzman, and that was close. He makes it stick, and now he's going to have to defend turn 1.
I've got Luis Castro trying to battle Dylan Sauer. Dylan Sauer managed to get the pass made on the inside of turn 1.
Dylan Sauer, let me... Yeah, and this is... Oh, so... Around the outside on the last corner, that is impressive. Not gonna lie. Moving further down the field, Chaumont with a 0.2 gap on Martinez for P2 and... Oh no, this is P3 in bronze. I almost said am again. See, I'm learning.
Yeah, this is a 3-way battle, looks like.
So we do have quite a few battles on track, popping up here and there. Mostly I see at the bottom of the grid from, I would assume, cars that have had to avoid and slow down all the other spun cars at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, it looks like, each incident, most of the people that lost positions were part of the incident, not many innocent bystanders getting collected. But Tez, yellow flag, spun around.
It was spun around, and here we see Artem and Inez about to catch up to Tez. Artem is going to have to back off a little bit there. And,
he now has a lot of Audi lights behind him. Artem sending it too wide through the chicane.
And making it stick. I was gonna say something and I just held my breath.
Wow. that is what we know Artem to do. He is not afraid.
Artem doesn't afraid of anything. And moving up, Funk has just lost 2 positions on the outside of turn 4 to Mike and Trevor Jackson. Funk having to take it a little bit easier there. It looked like he caught some marbles, maybe?
I agree, Chris. That was a move, but clean.
Yeah, that was scary.
It's like, so we got Max Diggs trying to make a move on Martinez. Turn 1 gets it to stick. Trying to make his way through the bronze class to get back to some silver battling while he's got Schmitzer right behind him. Oh no, as I say that, Schmitzer taps Martinez as Schmitzer tried to make a move on the inside of turn 4, or turn 3. Yeah, turn 3.
As we move up a little bit, Dylan Sauer now currently within 3/10 of Robeson. Little gaggle of silvers there. all together in a little DRS train without the DRS. Trying to catch up to Thiago Alves. Thiago Alves, who has lost P1, by the way, in silver. And as
has
we
gone
say
yellow flag.
Thiago,
Honda things in
no.
the exit of the chicane. My guess is too much curb. That's going to be my guess.
Thiago, that is unfortunate. Yeah, probably too much curb. I would imagine he is going to just pit early now and... Ooh, yikes. As we move back up to Robeson and Sauer. Looks like Sauer has gotten the position from Robeson. Sauer was behind, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that sucks for Thiago, but going for the undercut did not make it stake.
Kind of missed his turn-in point, it looks like. If you want to go to the replay, you can.
Here we go.
He just kind of misses it. Like, breaking point's fine, but I don't know.
Don't text and drive, kids.
Don't open your beer while driving, kids. Do it on the straights.
Is he actually streaming the race?
I don't know.
I would imagine he's streaming and probably check chat. That's what I would have done if that happened.
Oh, I would never do such things, ever. No one go back and watch my bots racing.
Never. Never look at chat in the middle of a corner. No.
No.
I've done it where I look at... I try and look at the numbers on the dash while I'm inside of the corner, and in VR I have to like concentrate to read some of the numbers if they're too small. And I've done it in the middle of corners way too many times, and I just lose the corner every single time. I need to get slapped for that because I can't stop. He's 16 and 17, so Artem has... Ooh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
We just sniped Tez.
I would, yeah.
What the hell?
Chris knew it was gonna happen. What have you done?
Yeah, Chris still has the power, even not being in the booth. Yep. Tez just hits too much curb on the inside on the second corner of the chicane.
As we see John Lukey and Ryan Cody drag racing down turn one. Lukey is gonna yield the spot a little bit, it seems like.
Chris, you better write an apology letter to Tez right now. That was 100% you, not even in the booth, still able to stream sleep.
Wow.
So it looks like Mike Jackson is trying to reel in Trevor.
And David Funk just a second behind, trying to back. Did I just see Ryan overbraking for some? See Ryan catching up to Tezara. Tezara has not been having a good time in that M4 and nervous as far as I can see.
So yeah, it looks like
he's lost it 2 or 3 times. Okay.
Yeah, well, we had a car just go off. Who was that?
That was Tez.
Is that Tez that just went off?
On when was this? Just now?
There's a car behind Ryan though.
John Lukey is with him. They have been, yes, trading spots. But yeah, it looks like they've settled a little bit currently. Dylan Sauer catching up to Paul Miles now. So Dylan Sauer has made it back past Robeson. I remember seeing them swap positions a little bit. This battle for silver has been honestly quite packed so far, and the cars are all within a couple tenths of each other. It's like Sauer has the inside for turn 2. We're gonna have to see Paul try and set back a switchback here. Oh no, he just makes it ahead. Some good clean racing through that couple of through the
We had
Mercedes
an
arena.
incident towards the back of the field. Jelson Cruz late on the brakes again, tapping Pete, unfortunately, causing them both to spin.
Well, that's not good.
Rado's still trying to work his way through the field as well. He's currently down at P24, behind a silver battle, so not sure how much they're gonna give him any room.
So we've just put down the side-by-side cams. So on the left side, Paul Miles, Dylan Sauer, and Mark Robeson still fighting each other. They were all within 1 to 2 tenths of each other. And side, the battle for in the midfield.
I just jumped over to Carlos Guzman. He's got Artem breathing down his neck here. Hutch is moving. Where is Hutch?
Hutch is in P13 currently.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Rados did not miss quali. Rados had to stop. He had a car 90 degrees right in front of him that had to wait for the entire field to move on lap 1. So Rados trying to make it back. Hopefully the Cheetos altar talked to him.
Yep.
After that.
It's when you send the quick macro text to Greg, tell him to go to the altar real quick for him.
Up ahead, Mike Jackson and Trevor Jackson close together. Close together for P3 race. Yeah, Beveridge was the other car that was turned. Not make it around.
And it looks like Robeson and Luis have caught up to Milo and Dylan. So we might have a 4-way battle here soon in the silver class.
Yeah, this battle has been going on for quite a while, and all the cars have been just within half a second of each other the entire time. So as we see them move here to the hairpin, looks like Michael Lukey has made a little gap. But this 4-way battle here, they've been exchanging spots. I've seen 2 or 3 swaps in the last couple of laps. Apart from these, Matt Arnhem currently catching up to Carlos Guzman. Good on bumper cam. Through the S's. Late braking, and we have sniped someone.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a bit of a late break. That is gonna put Carlos Guzman. We'll see if he gives the spot back. Yes,
he does at least.
Yep. So.
Yeah, he was Artem for. I was watching this for about a lap or lap and a half or so, and he was definitely just trying to force the air out of Carlos, but.
Yeah, we saw the fake send initially, and it looks like he broke just a little too late.
It looks like Artem's going to go into pits here.
So Artem going for the undertake. As we go back ahead, Peter Hutchings in P13 now finally making it across Buckwalter, who is leading the bronze split.
Nailed it.
So Buckwalter having a really nice race so far. He is significantly ahead of P2, who's John Lukey, who's also kind of been trotting along, having a nice quiet race. We do see a yellow flag. Drew Pete.
Yeah, I just cut to it real quick. He just took too much on the inside curb of the right-hander before the back straight. Just enough to spin the car around.
Does the game have the capability to have cars explode like real life? I mean, we have seen Harry Potter cars this race already, where the car went to the stratosphere, but not a case of any of the pistons going. No, it does not. I don't think that would be nice to see. but we'll see.
I mean, iRacing basically does without the actual fire.
I mean, there is smoke. You see smoke in iRacing.
It looks like Beveridge
Beveridge and Ryan Cody just swapping positions now. Ryan has just lost the spot.
Yeah, my race control's active here. It
What
has.
is it?
Beveridge just lost, showing me that he just lost like 3 seconds off of Ryan.
We see the first person in that four-way battle in silver to go to the pits is Paul Miles, so it looks like he is going for a little bit of an undercut. 6
Buck
minutes.
Walter also going in as well.
Walter also going in. I see Keith has a yellow flag on the race. He is.
It looks like. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Tiago? Oh, Tiago murdered a man.
Oh no.
He's going on the inside of Keith and just did not get the car rotated in time.
We'll leave the replay out of that one.
Yep. Tiago's probably already said sorry 30 times since I pulled up that replay, so.
Yeah, this car manufacturer is not allowing damage in a game just because, oh, people might not want to buy the car because of damage. That is true. It doesn't make sense to me. You know someone smashed the car up. I don't see how a little bit of damage in a cockpit in a game where there is damage and you know there is damage, how that will make you not want to buy the car. Let's
So Rados has moved up to P20 now. He's got Pellant right in front of him. Just trying to work his way through all these silvers to try to get back up to the gold drivers here.
Yeah, sorry, I just saw a position swap and it was Mike Jackson diving into the pits for also a little bit of an undercut. Mike was just a couple tenths off of Trevor, still in the tow. But it looks like... This is Lloyd, you got disconnected. I am so sorry, Lloyd, that sucks. So you're the second one tonight. I don't know. The servers didn't seem to be struggling, but... Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. It sucks. But hopefully the drop round will make it worth it. Dan Tazaro now getting past Guzman. Carlos Guzman, maybe? Yeah, he sends it down T1.
Rados got around Pellant. Now he's hunting down the other Guzman.
Are you serious? Even last time? I'm sorry to hear, man. I don't know how we can fix it. I don't think there's anything we can do on our end for that, though.
Yeah, I don't know. This is... Rarely do we see server issues coming from Paul's computer.
Yeah, we've had races with like a packed 50 field and there's not been any disconnects, and then we've had now this one with 2 disconnects. I'm sorry. Technical issues. Your engine probably exploded, that's what it was. No, I'm really sorry that happened to you, man. Better luck next time. I would say check that your router also doesn't drop packets randomly.
That's true. Chris Murray did say that his game wouldn't even find the servers when he disconnected and tried to get back in. It's not the end of the month yet, though.
Why would that be a thing?
The Kuno's Windows updates.
Fair enough. Luis Castro within striking range now on Mark Robeson into turn 1. He's not going to be able to make a send, so just sticking 2 tenths behind.
Dylan Beveridge heading into the pits as well. So we are definitely in the middle of the, or near the halfway marks. We're starting to see everyone's pit strategies play out here.
Yeah, all the position markers and the position swaps are going insane on my screen right now. As we see everybody diving into the pits, getting their mandatory pit stop in.
Artem trying to get around Martinez right now. Going to the inside. Makes it stick.
can't find Artem on my screen, so I put yours up.
Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, he is now. Let's see, what is that gap? Yeah, mine is not. He's looks like it's 4 seconds behind Tiago. Drew Pete loses it before the back straight. Did he? Took too much curb. Was he the one that already spun here once?
Yeah,
Too much curbing on the inside on that right corner. It's very much will upset any car, even a curb eater like the BMW.
Yeah, I did notice him off track as well a little while ago. Looking on track currently, Payant and Guzman fighting for position. Just within a couple tenths of each other. Mark Robeson is just... Oh. Mark Robeson dives into the pits and Luis takes the spot. That was... It looked like it was pretty close.
That's good racing.
The Discord stream is pixelated as hell. Okay. We'll try one thing. Let's see.
Weird. I mean, we're used to Chris's being pixelated as hell always, but...
Let's see if this looks any better.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Does that look any better? That didn't do anything. There we go.
It's better, I think.
I think it looks better, yeah. It looks alright on my screen. I'll try and increase the resolution for next time. Of what
We got Milo on the back end of Lukey.
Milo and Lukey, that was extremely close coming out of turn 1.
Yeah. Milo has... Oh.
Milo having to back out a little bit there, having a little bit too much speed going into turn 2.
He's already touched that pork butt once tonight. He actually touched him right here on the exit of the arena earlier.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Lloyd. That sucks. Maybe for next time we'll try and make sure nothing else is running on the server. But it seems okay for everybody else on track right now. We still have 36 cars on track. Mike Jackson getting around. Is this Chris? Christopher Hines?
Hines.
Hines.
Why do you say Hines?
I don't know.
I don't know where you get that pronunciation from.
Listen, man, you know a couple languages. It's a bit weird. Oh, Hines almost losing it a little bit, braking on the grass behind Mike as we see a couple cars coming out the pits. Heinz, like ketchup brand. Yeah, we can kill the practice server when this one comes up next time. I'll do that next time. I'll make sure to do that. Yeah, Milo is gonna BMW break him. I hope not. We'll get back to that fight in a second, but here we see Payant also within 0.2 of Guzman. Ooh, this battle spicing up a little bit. We see Dylan Sauer coming out of the pits right in front of this battle. With Peter Hutch, who's also started in last, making it currently now into P16, right behind this fight going on with Milo and Lukey. So he's going to have to try and make it past without disrupting too much, because I do know Paul and Lukey will not let them go through without a fight. 100%.
Hundo percento.
And we do know Peter is quick boy. Like he would be up there. Nick Alvarado in P5.
Yep, he has
Oh,
taken
so
his pit. Yep. So
Nick-
all the top boys have pitted. So we still have a handful of folks still not pitted.
So current provisional poll, but without a pit. Ooh, we see Dylan. I just saw Dylan Sauer with a yellow flag. I wonder what happened there. He would have dropped from the battle a little bit. I see some position swaps as some more drivers go to take their pits. Payant and Rados are currently doing their pits.
Ooh. Yep. So Dylan Sauer almost lost it at the top. The Schumacher S is a little too much curbing towards the top, and takes evasive measures to straightens the wheel, goes into the sand a little bit. So that's where he lost that time. But I can, if you want, I can pull up the actual replay here.
Yeah, let's do that. As we see, Peter's still stuck behind Paul. So Peter's going to have some trouble trying to get through. Nicholas currently catching up to Guzman. And Nicholas is... Actually, Rivera not too far back. Just 3 seconds behind Nick. So either Nick is getting too held up now, or Rivera is kind of putting in some pace. But current fastest lap of the race is a 53.9 for Nick, and I believe I've seen that within the first couple of laps of the race. So
I do have that replay here for you.
now let's get that replay up. So as we see,
Yep. So he just a good line so far, and then car just gets really unsettled. Honestly, a really good save.
oh yeah,
You could easily have a bad time.
yeah, I can definitely. I have died there in the past.
I think we've all died that way. Like,
And Danny, yes, Danny, he's also died there last time. The first, I believe it was the first race he did with us, if I'm not mistaken. As we see, the last few pits are coming in. There's still 2 cars on track. Dan Tesoro, who does the long race, with a little splash and dash, even though it doesn't do anything. Oh, I do see a yellow flag. Thiago Alves in the sand.
oh no.
And so
Yeah.
is White.
And that's a gone Tiago, it looks like.
That is a gone Thiago. He has quit. And I did see Tommy White also quit, so I wonder if they came to contact with each other. Mike Jackson getting ahead of Guzman. Sorry, Trevor Jackson getting ahead of Guzman, and we'll see if Mike Jackson can do the same. Jose was still not put in his pit. Currently P1 and M. We'll see if he keeps that position after his pit. It doesn't seem so. Oh.
So, yeah, you can, if you
Yeah,
want.
we're watching.
So, it looks like he's in a battle with Matuzo. This is the drive. This is a really awkward spot.
Yikes. What is... Well, that is not something you want to see.
Yeah, it's... It looks like, yeah, it looks like he thought maybe he could get them by before the actual kink, but yeah, Chris.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see who that was and give him. Message that was not something
white,
you want to see.
I believe that was on the side of the track.
Ooh.
You do not want to stop there.
Yeah, you don't really want to stop anywhere except off track.
Yeah, if he would have just kept the line there, he would have been fine. They weren't gonna catch him. They probably wouldn't have caught him until the front straight. He slowed down quite a bit there, but yeah, like we
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a little chat about that. Yeah, so it seems like everyone else currently has spread out enough, and the only close battle on track is currently still this one with Luis Castro, Mike Lukey, and Paul Miles. And it looks like Luis and Robertson have both gotten ahead of Paul. I just noticed this. I believe Luis was behind them a couple of laps ago, and we missed the overtake.
Was that with Milo?
Yes.
Let's see here. Milo was cat, huh?
No, I don't think there was any incidents with Milo. I mean, at least I can't see any.
Good.
Milo
So
being
Ted's finally
81.
going in the pits.
Yes, Tez has finally gone into the pits. Luis might have gotten them in the pits. I don't believe I mean, I mentioned this morning. You can't remember what I had for breakfast, so I don't really know if I saw him ahead or not. When I do remember Dylan coming out the pits right next to them.
Yeah, I think it was still Lukey, then Milo, with Hutch, and then Sauer was behind all three.
Yes, and Hutch is
Let's
still behind Milo. So, as Chris said, they are buddies. So we'll see if that matters here. It doesn't. It seems like Hutch is not able to get by.
Did Luis get him in the pits? Huh?
Possibly, I don't know.
Awesome.
Or he might have been ahead. Let's go on board in bumper cam with Milo, or bonnet cam. As we see, Mike Lukey does have a few scratches on the back, so I wonder if there was a couple of contacts, probably light ones. It doesn't seem like his car is hindered.
Yeah, looks like yeah, Lukey was ahead of him out of the pits. I'm not sure if he got the jump before that or not. Yeah, he did actually.
In the
so
pits.
Robinson and so before pits, let's see here.
I know that Luis went for the undercut. So that might have been a bold and move.
Yeah, I think that's what I think it actually worked for him. I think him and Robinson went for the undercuts and actually got it.
Rivera is closing down on Nick. He is closing down on Nick, and his last lap time is a 10th.5 faster. So we might start to see a battle forming for P1. Nick has been kind of trotting along all race with just
They're getting into some traffic as well, which is going to play a role for sure.
Yes, definitely. Closest on track, we have Rados trying to get around Ryan Cody, so we'll probably see that happen. Rados still trying to salvage as much as he can from this race. Paul Miles and Peter Hutch still close together and not able to make it either ahead of the other. Looks like Peter might get a run on Miles this exit. Yes, and Paul does let him take the inside from the next corner. So I wonder if Paul is now trying to see if Hutch will get that position open for him to overtake Lukey, but he has lost a little bit of time there. Mike Jackson, within 7/10 of Trevor, might use his dad privileges there soon. Who knows? We'll see. And finally, Rivera within 9/10 of Nicholas Alvarado. So we are starting to see something interesting developing in the last 16 minutes of the race. So still a handful of laps to go. Anything can happen. And as we see, Nicholas Alvarado catching back.
I have the Jackson fight. We have both of them side by side going to turn 1. Mike gets the move on the inside. Probably told him he's grounded if he doesn't let him by. Take his steering wheel out of his rig.
I wonder if that was a track cut for Mike. He did go.
You got 3 of them. Use them wisely. Well, you got 2 of them, I should say.
So that is. Oh, they are close. They are close. Let's go to that. As we see elsewhere on track, while you're looking at that. Ooh, actually, this fight up here in P1 has also gotten pretty close. So yeah. Let's follow both
Might get some
together.
Spiciness for the top 4 here.
Top 4 putting out down a show. 15 minutes to go. No dessert if I don't podium. That's close.
You know, if I was Trevor right now, I'd 100% be flashing. Might be like, yo.
You can't really flash your dad. I said nothing.
Only stepdad.
Funk is gonna win P1 and P2 crash and P3 and P4 crash. Oof. That would be the ultimate
another side by side.
Use the force move by Funk.
This is a battle.
Yeah, and Funk getting close as well. Funk is only 8/10 behind this fight here, so he's benefiting from this. As we see ahead, Nick and Rivera have also gotten close to each other. Lukey has let Hutch through, or Hutch has gotten through. So the fight with Lukey and Paul Miles is gonna continue. Our final pit of the race, Guzman, with just 14 minutes to go. I mean, he's putting me down in as someone that pits early now. I usually pit with 20 minutes to go.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that Funk is now in this battle. We'll see what happens here.
Yes, Funk Pete Hutchings is now in P9. So he is in the top 10 and closing on Luis Castro as well. Oh, that looked like a track cut warning for him. Wonder how many more he has left on that car, but P1, P2, I wonder how much they're going to battle. They do have a 16-second gap on P3, so they do have some room to fight cleanly, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, we have seen them fight Mazzano, and unfortunately there was an incident at some point with a little bit of a late break, but respectively they let each other get back in position, and they had more than enough time to do it. So we know that they like to fight.
At least Miller and Joby, some of our a couple of yellow flags here. Schmitzer and Plant. Plant's still off. Slowly up and going. He's back on track. I don't really want to cut away from this battle at the moment unless you've got it. I can go check out the replay here. All right.
As we also see Rados making it through Guzman cleanly, and that is without a sweat. Now back to the front. Ooh, we did we see Mike Jackson earlier have a weird connection thing going on in the last corner? Do you remember his car almost looking like it was going to go off the track?
Maybe.
I'm happy that someone is giving Nick a run through. Yes. Mike Jackson with the side to side. I'm guessing he is listening to the scream in the background. Hi, Dad. Don't let son win. And this battle for P1 is now within a 10th of a second going into the final chicane. It looks like they almost considered sending it too wide. Oh yeah, this Nixon thing. Yikes. Hopefully that doesn't ruin his race. Like the two others that we've already seen tonight. So this fight for P1 is now within 0.3 of a second. We do also have Dylan Sauer within 0.4 of Paul Miles. You can catch that.
Pop off those. The yellow
like
flags were
just
they
getting
were
off track.
different. Yeah, Poland just out of the arena, lost it.
All right,
We got a lot of battles going on.
Yeah, you get Dylan Sauer, and I'll get P1, P2.
Yep, I got Milo with a flashing Sauer behind, trying to make Dad Ferris proud. He's not flashing enough though.
He's not flashing enough. That's definitely true.
Yeah, clearly does not have the macro set up.
If we really want to see the flashes, Luis, give him hell. Come on, Luis. I know you can hear this.
He's got no one to flash unless he wants to flash Hutch, who's behind him.
Luis, you've lost it. You're dead to me.
Wow, things escalated over this broadcast.
Yeah.
He was proud of you, and now he is so disappointed. He
Exactly.
has disowned you.
Yeah, that's a 2 out of 10. As we see, these battles are now starting to really cook in the background. Hutch has made it within 0.2 of Luis Castro. Joey's my new son. Yes. Yeah, Hutch.
As soon as I get a new wheel, he's gonna have me macroed with enough buttons.
How
yeah,
do
I
you
need
not
20
have a
buttons
macro?
to macro my flashing lights, please. Or
You
Dad will
only
be
need
disappointed
one.
in me.
You only need one button to macro.
Oh, Sauer taps Milo. He is gonna get that position back at least.
Yeah, I just saw the yellow. I guess we've caught that on the replay or on the live cam.
Yeah.
Yikes. So Milo is not going to be able to catch up to Lukey now unless Lukey makes a massive mistake, but the battle with Dylan and Milo is going to continue. This fight up here for P1 still within 0.7. It doesn't look like anybody can make a move, but Rivera is in the tow, so now it's going to be yeah, Milo taking wide lines of Dylan went for it. I unfortunately did not see it.
Yep. Sauer saw a gap, so he thought car.
Peter Hutch has just made it across Luis, it looks like, on the straight. Luis, you're not flashing enough, that's why.
Yep, that's it. He's wasting too much power on the headlights and therefore going slower.
Exactly. Max Diggs for the back down the field, and P23 currently trying to get Guzman. It looks like he's just within a couple of tenths. Possibly going to make the move. Dylan Sauer, again, 0.2 of Milo and going into Mercedes Arena, or coming out of it. Looks like he might get a little bit of a run here. No.
Yeah, he just, you know, Milo knows how to make a car wide.
Oh, yeah.
And that BMW is already wide. So,
yeah. Max Diggs has gotten past Guzman into the final corner. It looks like Guzman is going to try and still make it back to turn 1. They're going to make it nice and clean through the corner, but Max is going to have the inside for turn 2 and the better car through the corner. So it looks like he is going to keep that spot and move along. Dylan Sauer back again within 0.3. Lots happening.
He just cannot. You can tell Dylan's just pushing a little too hard. He's getting a little wobbly on exit. He just needs to try to, try to be a little bit more smooth on that throttle on exit, and
Yeah.
you can make the move happen.
We'll see if he actually tries to send it too wide through the chicane. The Ferrari has speed. Looks like not
You
enough.
might at least scare him enough, but yeah, he's going to tuck back in.
Yeah, he's going to tuck back in. The smart thing to do through here if you don't have a significant speed.
No, get a good exit out of the... No. As I say that, Milo leaves him a lot of space. That is... that's a generous donation there, Milo.
But that BMW is fast.
Holy.
I thought the Ferrari was faster. Holy crap. But Dylan is still going to have the inside for turn 1. That if Milo gets a good exit, he can keep it. The inside for turn 2. And he does.
Yeah, they are giving some good clean racing, leaving the space. You love to see it. Now that I've said it, someone's going to close the door and make me look like a...
Ooh, Dylan a little loose there.
Oh no!
Milo trying to get back on track a bit too fast, and unfortunately...
He's going to lose his position of... Is that Buckwalter?
And it doesn't seem like Beverage in there. Yes, Beverage has gotten ahead. Unfortunately, that is so fortunate to see.
That was...
Milo getting a good run, but trying to get back on track too quickly.
Yeah, it looked like Sauer just got a little bit loose, and that's what ultimately really led that contact, because they were leaving each other definitely a lot of space. But
no, they were definitely clean throughout most of it. Yeah, unfortunately that little bit, not enough time to make more space on the exit.
Yeah,
and Milo, it seems like unfortunate.
Trevor's still trying to. He's at least keeping the dad honest here.
Ryan Cody.
Yeah, for sure, Chris.
Then 5/10 of John Lucchino, who is himself within 5/10 of Carlos Guzman. So I've seen Carlos and Luki swap positions a little bit. Sorry. While we were watching Milo and Dylan, let's see, 2/10 off of Matuzio for Max Diggs now. A separate fight, so Max has been catching and passing other cars.
Yellow flag for Chris Hines. He went off the top of the Schumacher S's. My guess is probably some Audi things with some curbs. He's up and running.
While we were watching that, Paul Miles has made it past Tesoro and past Buckwalter, so 2 positions, even though not in the same class. That is 2 positions that he's gonna try and get back to near Dylan and Sauer. Actually, that is about 4 seconds. He only has 2-3 laps to go. Let's see if he can get back and maybe fight towards the end. Further up ahead.
So that with Guzman, Aluki, and Ryan is getting closer and closer. Let's see if Ryan paid Aluki enough to help him out here. Us McLarens come with a steep price. Aluki actually didn't take a look at the inside of Guzman there for a second. I think he might let Ryan by here. Yeah. A gentleman.
Yeah, Luki doing the smart thing. Nothing to lose there. He does not gain extra points for finishing ahead of people in other classes. So, ooh, as you see, Trevor Jackson almost getting past Mike, but having a little slidey there. That would, yeah, that is the smart thing to do. That really is a smart thing to do. We see all Miles have just lost position to Tesoro, so something might have happened. He might have gotten loose. I did not see a yellow flag.
I didn't see anything either. Maybe he's thinking I can use Tez as a draft tow and
potentially.
Oh no, we've got collision
Ooh.
between Ryan and Guzman.
Was that too wide through the final chicane? I see Ryan is facing the wrong direction. Ryan, careful with that.
Let's see here.
Grab us a replay of what happened. Two battles currently happening in the top 5 of the race. Rivera 3/10 to Nicholas. Going into the
I've got
final
that replay
lap.
for you. I'm sorry.
Oh, and we are going to see a dive into turn 1. Nicholas leaving just enough room, but is going to keep that position up ahead. Rivera's doing everything he can right now. Was that in front of the leaders? That was a bit scary. A little further back, David Funk, Trevor Jackson, and Mike Jackson all within a second of each other. So this is 2 fights for the podium spots in Pro or in Gold. Further back down the field, not too much going on. Just Max Diggs getting close to Matuzio. Into the final corner, into final lap.
So just an update on that, Ryan and Guzman. Ryan thought he had already turned in. So when he went to turn in, Guzman was still straight, so he just bumped Guzman going into the chicane.
This is all going to come down to the wire. If you can get the second fight up on screen.
Yep, I'll get the Jacksons. If you want, they actually have traffic getting involved with their race here.
This is in the final lap of the race. Going into the final chicane, Nick and Rivera extremely close together. Looks like Nick might have this if he doesn't make a mistake. And that is going to be it. So Nicholas Alvarado comes home to take it in first place. To Trevor.
The leader has finished the race.
Going too wide. Oh, and then Funk gets holed up, unfortunately.
Oh, that is
Unfortunate for Funk.
I saw contact there. Hopefully it's not too...
I don't see any yellows. I think we're okay. Funk really wanted to be a part of that, but looks like Mike Jackson is going to keep the head of the table spot for the next holiday dinner.
Hell of a drive from Hutch as he makes a final pass on the last lap of the race for P7, moving him.
He's still, yeah. So who was that? Oh, that was on Robeson.
That was on Robeson, yeah. So Robeson also having a pretty good race after that initial fight before the pits.
Great.
As we start to see all the drivers finish their race. Hutch to bring out P6 in Pro. Starting from dead last in the field. That is an impressive drive.
Touch to Pro. Wait.
Ooh, as we move to Matt Arden off into the sand in the final corner. Doesn't seem like he lost any positions from that though, but
No. Rado's gonna come in P17. Honestly, not a bad recovery drive considering he had to park it for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Also, Dylan Beveridge as well with a good recovery drive after being spun and having to wait. He finished P12.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That was one other thing I forgot to mention. Dylan Beveridge bringing it home. Max Diggs almost getting another position on Matuzio. I mean, this battle has been going on for a few laps, but at half a second to finish the race. And that is going to be the end of our race. We get Nicholas Alvarado, Ricardo Rivera, and Mike Jackson bringing in the top 3 in Pro. In Silver, we get Jeremy Story, Mark Robeson, and Luis Castro with not enough flashes, bringing up the top 3 in Silver and in the An or Bronze series. Buck Walter, John Lukey, and Shomo getting the top 3 positions. This has been a good race. There have been some contacts, Some that will definitely needs to be reviewed in penalty review on Tuesday. But apart from that, some really good battles, especially up ahead at the end of the race, when it seemed like there was nothing happening for the longest time.
And it looks like my ACC also cannot connect to server, so it sounds like it might have been a Kunos thing tonight.
Oh, so those that disconnected weren't able to get back in.
Right. So I don't know if it was one of those. The servers were kind of had some hiccups and people lost their. Look at Lewis.
There you
He's
go, Luis.
heard that you were disappointed, and now I like to look at him.
He's got the macro up. I love it. The Honda is broke. It gets you disconnected. Unfortunately, the top 3 have finished in Hondas. But yeah, we have lost 2 Hondas, it seems, so didn't like it. Or, oh no, it's just driver's leave. Pretty interesting race. There were some good fights, honestly. As his car stalls, this is exactly what you expect from this guy. So yeah, that was round 4 of our GT3 series. We will be back next week. Where are we next week?
I was just about to look it up. We are at Hungaroring wet race in the day.
Oof.
You know, the last time this happened,
Very nice.
I got a UAV, I think. I got a nice triple kill. You know,
Oh, hopefully
where I
we
got
don't see
my
that.
quali ban. You know, just to hype everyone up, to be excited for Hungaroring. This is where death happens.
Was it wet last time we went there? I don't think so.
Oh, it was. It was so wet.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll be seeing you guys next week. Very nice indeed. For Hungaroring in the wet, a track I hate driving on, but usually in the wet it's a bit more acceptable.
Love
in my opinion.
Hungaroring.
I hate it. I hate it.
In the wet, it's rough.
In the wet, it's better because in the dry, it's so difficult to pass. Yeah, it sucks. I'm so sorry for your disconnect, you and Lloyd. But it happens. Hopefully, better luck next time. And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys next week. Have a good one.